Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your patience. I think we got everything ready to go here. My name is Grant Bergeron, and I am the music teacher and ensemble director here at Catholic Central School, and I also have the privilege of being the head of the arts department. Many of you perhaps are here tonight for the grade 8 open house, and I'm imagining that several are here to watch your son or daughter or niece or nephew or friend perform on our stage. So thank you very much for being here. I would like to just make a quick note of some special guests. There are many in our school tonight, but I happen to notice that the Director of Education, Mr. Paul Picard, is here. So thank you very much, sir, for being here tonight. Your support is always appreciated. We have a wonderful array of music for you, and we're going to try to do this in an efficient manner, because we have various sizes of groups that are going to come on and off the stage. And this little guy here, apparently he's going to assist me for the night. There's a kind of a double reason for him being here. We happen to be performing a couple of songs tonight from that slightly popular movie that he was in. And as you came into the auditorium tonight, you will notice that there is a draw to win Olaf. And I believe there's an Elsa as well. I didn't see her, but I think she's there. As well as that, if you didn't win and you really wanted one of these, they are for sale. Mrs. Anderson will help you out there. So thank you again for coming, and we are going to begin with a piece that he knows very well. Thank you very much. There's a whole bunch of things that I want to make sure I convey to you tonight through the evening. One is what a remarkable range of ages that we have on this stage. There are students here actually from grade 8 all the way through, I think we call it kind of the returning grade 12 student who just needs a little bit more time to figure out what he wants to do in their life, you know? So we've got a couple of those students who are here to help us out actually from the past. We've got some graduates who are here tonight, and I'll kind of point them out later. But before I forget, can I have the grade 8s from St. Angela stand? There are a couple. I know they don't want me to censor them out, but too bad. So they took me up on my offer that I made to all of the grade 8s to come on out if they can get here on a Tuesday evening after school. And we rehearse only once a week, this group. So for 2 hours a week, I think they do a pretty good job. And the students wanted to be a part of that experience. So they joined us whenever they could. We're going to play a piece for you now that is not Christmassy. It is not Frozen. It is a piece from a very, very famous musical. And it will need no introduction. You will recognize it right away. When we're finished, if you actually don't know what it was, yell, "I didn't know what that was." Okay, so we've got about 45 or so students on. Oh, by the way, nobody yelled at me. Did I have to say it? Yes. Nobody wants to admit it if they don't know what it was called. It was the Phantom of the Opera. Oh yeah, that was it. Okay, so we're going to do a little something different here. I have a grade 9 music class, period 1. Several of those students are in the concert band, and some are not. So we're going to do a little bit of a quick switch around. Come on in, folks. And we are only going to have a select few who are actually in my grade 9 music class, period 1, play a 2-minute piece, and it's called Instant Christmas Concert. And inside of 2 minutes, you will hear, I think, about 12 or so different little melodies that you should recognize from the holiday season. And so there's about, I'm thinking about 12 or 13, but I do have a few people kind of adding on, but we won't, they're just kind of helping out. So here's Instant Christmas Concert, and they're doing a pretty good job at it. Could I have those students before you run off? Can you just stand? Those people who just played, who are in my grade 9 music class. Thank you very much. In the back. Thank you very much, guys. So, for some of them, whoops, sorry, Olaf. For some of them, they are here just for that one song. That's pretty good dedication to show up for 2 minutes, eh? Nice job, guys. So, you guys can have a seat, and you guys can go on your merry way. Thank you very much. So, I mentioned earlier that we had a graduate or two that has come back to help out, and one student, if you have been to our concerts in the past, you will recognize Paul. Except my drummers just said, sir, that's not next. You guys are next. Go on. That's when you're supposed to kick me. Okay, so I'll get back to Paul very shortly. We are going to do a piece that has become kind of not an annual tradition, but every few years we like to pull this piece out of the filing cabinet and see what we can do with it. It's kind of a Christmas version of Stomp. So you're going to hear Christmas songs, but these three guys with Santa hats, plus one guy without a Santa hat with a cool bow tie, they are going to perform a lot of percussion. You'll notice Dean is going to kind of do double duty, trombone, and then he's going to start banging on a drum. And it just happened to be that we started off with kind of 3 Asian musicians, 2 from the Philippines, 1 from Vietnam. And then as good as we are, the French, then Boom shows up and says, I'm going to infiltrate this Asian connection and I'm going to do my French-Canadian thing. So, anyway, so here we go with Christmas Stomp. I think my mic is dying.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Very nice. These guys are master improvisers. This afternoon we did a concert and Aaron said, I got a small problem. My recycle box, which is his drum, it's meant to be on purpose. I mean, I know the budget's tight, but we actually can afford a drum. But he wanted to play in a recycle box. But anyway, he's got duct tape in the back so it doesn't slide all over. Yeah, it's a great sight for back here. Okay, back to Paul. My apologies, I jumped the gun a little bit. Paul, as many of you may know, spent 4 very productive years in the music department here. He and I became very good friends over those years because he loves music. It is a passion of his, and he does it in a very professional way for a student of his age. He is now studying in the field of design at St. Clair College. But he said, sir, I will come back on Tuesdays. Consistently, I am free on Tuesdays. I will be there for you, whatever you need. So he lived up to his promise and he came every Tuesday on his own. He's not a student at the school any longer. And he started playing some timpani music for me because I didn't have a player of that instrument. And then he asked me, do you think that I could conduct one of the pieces? And I knew that he would do a good job because last year he had done some conducting on a smaller scale. So Paul is going to lead the entire band in a piece called Christmas Concerto No. 3. Thanks very much, Paul. I think I could maybe just take a seat in the audience and you can do the rest of the concert. He would say yes, that's the thing. All right, thank you very much. And Paul is under a lot of stress these days. He couldn't make the dress rehearsal last night because he's right in the middle of exams. He had an exam today and an exam tomorrow. So this is a big deal for us to have Paul. We thank you again for being here. Is there any way that we could get a little bit more light? I know there's nothing in the back, but the trumpets are having some difficulty reading their music. I told them to memorize the whole concert and they didn't do it. that one instead? So, before we kind of change things around a little bit, this group, which is the largest of the ensembles you'll see tonight, is going to perform one more song. Again, this afternoon we did a concert during period 4 for about 230 or 40 students in this room, and I mentioned that this song it's one of those, you either love it or you hate it or you're tired of it. It's a great song. It's part of a very, very popular movie. Poor guy, he looks like he's passed out here. But anyway, this is really the smash hit from the movie Frozen. This is Let It Go. Thank you very much.
Where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. With every Christmas card I write, may your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. Thank you, guys.
Much, Alejandro. So I have a student that joined my grade 11 music class, period 3. She joined a little late into the year, kind of the middle of September, I think. And she came to us from China. And when I say from China, I mean like directly from. She had just moved here in the summer, or in September. And I found out that she was a musician, and she played trumpet, which was great. And you've seen her play tonight. You may not know who she is until you see her in a minute. But she also plays the pipa. And the pipa is a Chinese lute. And when I found out she played this thing, I said, would you ever be willing to play for us in class? And she was a little apprehensive about that, and she did. And then my next question, would you play at the concert? And she kind of looked at me with panic, and she agreed. I asked her about 15 times, actually. So, Jingyi He is going to come up and play a pipa solo. And I believe, if this is correct, we did a translation of the title, and it is translating as a carriage dance. So, come on up, Jingyi. I'm just going to... Tila Varelli is a grade 12 student at Catholic Central, and she has been involved in the music program since grade 9. And her, as well as some other students who are on the stage, this is their last Christmas concert if they're graduating in June. And we've been doing this every year. It's a real tradition for us. So Tila is going to perform a piece for you that she did as a midterm solo, actually, for class. And it is entitled simply Anime. And it is music that would be typically used in the anime style of cartooning. So you may recognize the style, if not the theme. So this is Anime on flute. I'll just give her a second to set up. Thank you, Tila. wonderful piece. We have a very interesting mix about to be performed for you. I think you might have the CD still playing. Thanks. Okay, so the following three gentlemen are all from the Congo in Africa. Gavin Dushim, Faraja Muhambo, and Kevin Mugenzi. These guys have music in them. It is amazing to see them sit down in the music room just every once in a while and they just start kind of jamming. And they did this a couple of weeks back, maybe about a month ago, and I said, you know guys, I'm not sure what you're doing, but it sure sounds good. Would you ever like to perform at the Christmas concert? And they, at first, thought I was kidding, and then they started to take it very seriously and get it organized and kind of have a set pattern and plan. So I talked to Gavin, who's playing keyboard, and he explained to me that they are playing reggae, the style of reggae, then they are playing zouk, Z-O-U-K, then they are moving from that into hip-hop, and finally their last piece is a style of Congolese. This piece has been arranged by the three of them. It was not written down, it's all done by ear. Very much of what they are used to in their home country. It's very much of an oral tradition. They hear, they imitate, they try to make it happen. So it is very neat to hear, and I give these guys a lot of credit. They have taken music with me only one time, so I am going to take absolutely zero credit for what they are doing because I certainly didn't teach them what they are going to perform you tonight. guys. Fantastic. We have two more soloists before we move into our last little portion of the program with the jazz ensemble and the grade 11 music class. So we're going to keep things moving along. We have Maureen Dela Cruz. And actually three, I lied. But anyway, Maureen is next. And we have a group that is going to accompany her live. So is the band ready to come up here? Yes? All right. And I'm not sure if we can give a little bit more light, guys. The piano player was having difficulty this afternoon reading her music, and I tried to get her a light, but that didn't really work out, so I think we're going to be okay. Is that better, Jess? Can you see? Okay. Okay.
So how is everybody doing tonight? Is everybody enjoying the show so far? Can I get this mic? Okay, no, that's good. That's good. With their eyes all alone, we'll find
Although I was holding that mic, I wasn't the one doing the background harmonies and the vocals. That was Noor. Playing bass at the same time. Way to go, Noor. So there's another student who happens to be in my period 3 class. This is one of the most talented, and I mean this sincerely, grade 11, grade 12 senior music classes that I've had in many years. And Grace Zhang is one of these players. Now she's playing an instrument that is not really a typical band instrument. It is an orchestral instrument, as you can see, the violin. But she is very talented at the violin, as you will hear. And we incorporate her into the music class with ease because she can read music like crazy. Well, we have to get her a better stand. We need one that doesn't fall down. So Grace is going to play a violin solo for us. And She has been in Canada for a year and 3 months from China, and she has been playing the violin for much longer than that. So she had a last-minute change. She is going to play, I'm looking at the composer. It's called Adoration by Borowski. So I'll turn things over to Grace. Thank you very much, Grace. Beautiful piece. Thank you so much. All right, and she's going to sit down now because she's going to be playing in an ensemble piece in just a minute. Our final soloist of the evening before we get a larger group back on is Noor Jajo. And Noor is a grade 10 student who lives, breathes, sleeps, eats, all of that sort of thing, music. That's all she thinks about, and she's involved in everything that we have here at the school, from choir to both bands. She does solo work, she plays the piano, she plays the flute, she plays bass, she sings, she does everything. So she is now going to sing a solo for you with a track. Yes? I can't see you in there. All right. It's labeled, so I hope you know which number.
You know, I practiced my lyrics like for hundredth time and I still forgot them, so bear with me. And this song is gonna be Last Christmas. I'm not talking about this Christmas, obviously. Song, sing with me and clap if you want. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I give it to someone special. I feel like this is what
Thank you, Noor. And she's going to go back and find her bass guitar now. We are going to reassemble a few of the musicians. They're going to start piling on here. As I mentioned, the grade 11 music class has done a wonderful job this particular semester, and I wanted them to be acknowledged by a chance to perform. So we are going to perform, I have to say, probably one of the coolest pieces that I have worked on in many years. And it has an actual Canadian twist to it. It is entitled Drums of the Samus, and it is by a fairly prolific concert band composer named Samuel Hazo, which likely doesn't mean anything to you, but in the world of band music, he's a pretty big name. But what actually caught me on this piece is not the name, it was the sound. As soon as I heard it, I ordered it within about 5 minutes because I said we have to play this piece. Then I found out that the subtitle is called The Merger of the First Nation and Modern Albertan Cultures. So this piece was inspired by the fact that in Alberta there's many First Nations areas, reserves, settlements I suppose, and this is about the merger of those ancient cultures with the new modern cultures of Alberta, or the modern people. It features a lot of percussion, so much so that we had to take a clarinet player and put him on percussion. We had to take a saxophone player and put him on percussion. We had to take a guitar player, and that's a real stretch, and put him on percussion. Sorry, guitar players. And then we had a drummer, and he stayed on percussion. And then at the last minute yesterday, I needed to fill in the fifth percussion part, and a graduate of Catholic Central and a wonderful musician and bass player, Kevin Gonzalez. He is going to play the fifth percussion part. Everybody else is going to play their part. This song is actually intended for about a 50 or 60 piece ensemble, and we're going to do it with, I think, 19. But I think you're going to enjoy it, and hopefully you will like it as much as we love playing it. This is called Drums of the Samus. Okay, just want to point out the flute section did a wonderful job in that bending of the pitch, which is very difficult to do. And of course the percussion section, which I think they liked this piece just a little bit. And the clarinet solo, yes, Fabio. Okay, so we're going to turn things completely around now and just have a whole bunch of fun, although that was a lot of fun. That was serious fun. This is just kind of dance fun. So we're going to play a piece now that is consisting of 4 very, very famous, I would say, Michael Jackson hits. And it's called Michael Jackson Hit Mix. So go figure. We're going to do a quick change, have the jazz ensemble come out for a few numbers, and then we're going to let you enjoy your evening. My goal was to actually be out of here soon, and I'm going to keep you maybe 10 minutes longer than my initial plan. So if you needed to use the washroom or get a bottle of water, you may do that now. I promise you, after this set, we are going to have... I told them earlier that I only wear this for those who I love, so they believe me. Anyway, it's only a special occasion. Sorry if I'm blinding you. I literally wear this about every 2 years, so enjoy it. Okay, so I know that people, some may have had to leave and some are going to join us again after they stretch their legs, but we're going to begin with a piece called Inside Out. And before I forget, I would like to acknowledge a particular person who you've seen up here a couple of times tonight. You saw him playing clarinet, and then he played the drums and this Christmas stomp, and then he just played drums again and the drums of the Samus. He's really, I mean, I thought he was a clarinet player, but Aaron Aguirrella does it all. So Aaron is going to play drums for us. So he's going to lead off the jazz band set. He's actually going to count it off, and this is a piece called Inside Out.
1, 2.
So on trumpet we have Ronnie Desjardins doing the solo there, and on tenor saxophone Kyle Casillas on that piece. Nice job, you guys. And we have a Christmas selection for you tonight. We don't have a lot of Christmas music in the jazz area to play tonight, but we do have this one. and it comes from a very, very popular cartoon, I guess, movie, really. And the name of the movie is You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch, right? Oh, The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. Yeah, I got it right today in period 4. The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. You'd think I would know by now. And the name of the piece is You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. Enjoy. We had Kyle Casillas on tenor sax once again, Ronnie Desjardins on trumpet, and the last solo was Andrew Clark on guitar. Nice job, guys. So this afternoon, we performed that piece, and the next song that we're going to play, we haven't played yet today. It is called The Girl from Ipanema, and this is a very, very nice bossa nova style piece. And it happens to feature a flute solo by a trumpet player. Go figure. Actually, he's a flute player, and then he was a trumpet player. So Anne's going to do a flute solo, followed by Ronnie Desjardins. No, sorry, followed by nobody. It's Haley first. You're first. She's going to say, sir, you didn't think you. I'm getting a complex and I'm forgetting about her. Haley begins the solos. Let's hear it for this mean baritone sax player, Bailey Dick, and Ann Tran on flute. I meant mean in a very positive way. She's going to kill me later. All right, so yes, we're going to do that small combo. Earlier in the semester, we had the honor of having some local blues musicians come and visit our class in period 3. And many of these students in the jazz ensemble are in that class. And they were encouraged to kind of take what they learned in this blues workshop that we did 3 different Fridays and perhaps put something together on their own. So they did that. This is a song that we have done in the jazz ensemble before, but they kind of put together their own rendition of it. And it is a 6-piece group. And I better look at my notes because I'm bound to mess up somebody's name. Maher on bass, Noor Jajro on piano, Ronnie Desjardins on trumpet, Aaron Aguirilla on drums, Victor Roldan on guitar, Katerina Pace on saxophone, Dean Godbout on trombone, and it looks like Andrew's hooked up. He's going to join in the guitar frenzy. All right, here's Blues Machine.
Thank you.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We have played that song many times before, but never had just a small combo do that. So it was very nice to hear that rendition. And thanks for taking the initiative to do that. Again, these guys have these plans, and I don't really do much other than offer them the room. So I got to hand it to them for their commitment to that. We're going to continue on. We have two more selections for you, and I'd like to thank you for the first time tonight for being such a wonderful audience and sticking around. We have some more solos to come, give these guys a chance to do some improvisation. So this next song is really from the 1960s for sure. The exact date, 57? Oh, okay, we're going back a little further. This is Louie Louie, or Do I. We haven't agreed on that yet. I'll tell you about the solos after. There's a whole bunch of them. All right, thanks very much for the soloists. We have one final selection for you this evening. If this doesn't get you dancing, or at least tapping your foot on the way home, I don't know what will. This is called Woodchopper's Ball. Really old tune from the 30s, but if you enjoy swing music or music from the big band era, you're gonna love this. Hello, Mrs. Carly Bay. Oh, Miss has either a message for me or okay.
I'm going to do it now before everyone leaves. I just wanted to congratulate the band and Mr. Hardworking, beautiful vest here. We had a very special guest tonight. I don't know if you noticed our Director of Education was standing over in the corner. He was so impressed with the music program here that he donated $1,000 to your program, so he wanted me to mention that.
Wow, what a Christmas present. That's fantastic. So really, I mean, there's only about half the students on the stage right now who deserve congratulations because they're out here or they're downstairs, but really, I gotta tell you, these guys make my job day to day a pure joy. I love what I do. I tell them that all the time, and it's so much fun to work with these guys. Yes, sometimes they drive me a little bit crazy, but all in all, it's a blast, and I wouldn't be doing. I was just saying to Mr. Hayes, who's working backstage, that tonight actually represents the 20th straight Christmas concert that I've done as a high school teacher. So I'm kind of proud of that, and 14 here at the school. It didn't actually occur to me until I started thinking about the dates, and yeah, back in 1990, oh yeah, okay. Anyway, thank you again very much for coming tonight. Your support is always really appreciated. We wish you a very Merry Christmas and a great 2015, and we will finish with this great piece called Woodchopper's Ball. Thank you, Dean. We made Dean's high school career right there. He's been asking me for a while to do that. Just one quick thing before we leave. I wanted to mention earlier, there are two young, and I mean that in a very great way because they're here with the senior. Most of these guys are seniors, and Josh Forche and Lisa Thompson, and yes, he's not as young, but actually, and Alan Lynn. Alan's only been playing the trombone for about 6 weeks, and these guys are in grade 9, and a I was just thinking as we were playing this last song, man, these guys got to have sore chops. They played since about 11:30 this morning. So great job, you guys. Thanks for everybody who's coming, and have a great holiday.